Let's be real for a second. Every man has felt that moment where something just shifts. One week she's texting you first, laughing, leaning in, making plans. Everything feels easy. Then suddenly her tone changes. Short replies, long gaps. The warmth drops. And you can't explain it, but your gut knows something's off. And here's the part that messes with your head. You start running diagnostics like you're checking a broken engine. Did I say something weird? Did I text too much? Did she lose interest? Is there another guy? Did I do something wrong? You overthink yourself into exhaustion. But here's what most men never realize. Women rarely pull away out of nowhere. There's a pattern, a very human pattern. And funny enough, the old Stoics understood this dynamic long before anyone called it dating. Not with quotes, not with big theory, but with one simple idea. You lose people the moment you lose yourself. Today we're breaking the whole thing down in a way that's simple, direct, and actually useful for a grown man who wants calm, clarity, and self-respect. Let's get into it. 1. What's really happening when she pulls away? Most men jump straight to the worst conclusion. She's gone. She got bored. She found someone else. But slow down. There's something more basic going on. Women don't pull away from men who are calm, grounded, and steady. They pull away when a man quietly slips into a version of himself that isn't attractive, not even to himself. Here's the shift that usually happens. At the start, you're relaxed. You're natural. You're not trying to impress. You're not overthinking every word. You're just you. Then, once you start liking her, the stakes rise in your head. You start caring too much about how she reacts. Suddenly you're performing instead of being present. That's when the energy changes. You tighten up. You text faster. You reply instantly. You start needing reassurance. You want constant signs that she's still in. She feels that change long before you notice it. And that shift, not your looks, not your job, not your height, is what makes her step back. She's not pulling away from the man. She's pulling away from the pressure, the neediness, the self-doubt that slipped in without warning. 2. The Stoic take in simple language. Let's keep this zero theory and straight to the point. Stoics had one practical rule. Control what's yours, release what isn't. A woman's reactions, not yours. Her interest, not yours. Her choices, still not yours. But your energy, your behavior, your emotional center, that is yours. Now here's where men mess up. When she pulls back, instead of staying grounded, they start chasing clarity. They panic. They want answers. They want to fix something instantly. But the Stoic approach is brutally simple. If something isn't in your control, don't cling to it. Don't beg. Don't chase. Don't explain yourself into smaller and smaller pieces. When you stay calm, you stay attractive. When you panic, you become replaceable. This is the whole game. Not tricks, not strategies, not manipulation, just self-ownership. 3. The real triggers that make women pull away. Let's get specific. Here are the patterns that push women away faster than anything, and most men don't even notice they're doing them. 1. Subtle neediness. Doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be tiny things. Responding too fast. Double texting when she doesn't reply. Asking, "Are you mad at me?" Trying to impress instead of just talking. Checking your phone like it's oxygen. Women pick up on emotional pressure the way men pick up on disrespect. You don't need to be needy to look needy. Even small signals add up. 2. Losing your own life. Before her, you had momentum. You had routines. You had goals. You had space. But a lot of men drop all of that the moment a woman shows interest. And here's the thing. When your world shrinks around her, she feels smothered, even if you're not doing anything dramatic. A man with a life is attractive. A man who abandons his life for a woman becomes an emotional weight. 3. Talking too much. Explaining too much. You know the lines. Just checking if we're good. Hope I didn't say anything weird. Sorry if I annoyed you. Let me explain. Every time you over-explain, your confidence leaks. And nothing kills attraction faster than leaked confidence. 4. You become predictable. Look, being stable is great. Being predictable isn't. Predictable means always available, always ready to talk, and never busy, never leading, never challenging her intellectually or emotionally. Predictability is comfort, but not attraction. 5. You fail the distance test. Women naturally pull back at times, not to hurt you, but to see something. Can you stay calm when the energy shifts? Can you stay grounded when she's quieter? Can you hold your center? If you collapse emotionally the moment she steps back, the attraction dies right there. Not because she's cruel, because she's learning whether you can handle pressure. 4. What a Stoic-minded man does instead. Let's break down the response that keeps your respect and your power. 1. You stay calm. No panic. No chasing. No emotional spike. Your silence is not passive-aggressive, it's regulated. You're not ignoring her. You're simply not abandoning your balance. 2. You protect your routine. This is where most men slip. A grounded man still trains, works, sleeps well, eats well, and keeps his commitments, follows his structure. Your routine is your anchor. Lose it and you drift. 3. You match her pace without drama. If she slows down, you don't sprint. You adjust naturally. No guilt trips. No "you've changed." No sarcastic comments. You simply mirror the energy while keeping your center. That alone tells her everything she needs to know about your emotional strength. 4. You let her come back without punishing her. When she reaches back out, you don't treat her like a suspect. You don't interrogate her. You don't throw attitude. You welcome the connection, but you don't cling to it. Warm, steady masculine energy. Simple. 5. You lead. A woman feels safest and most drawn to a man who leads from calm. Simple plans, clear direction, confident tone, no overthinking. Leadership is not control. Leadership is clarity. 5. The big mistakes men need to stop making. Here's the harsh truth. A lot of men accidentally talk themselves out of attraction. Not because they're bad men, not because they're boring, but because they act out of fear instead of centeredness. Look at the common behaviors. Asking, "Are you losing interest?" Getting annoyed at slow replies. Sending long paragraphs to fix things. Apologizing for existing. Trying harder and harder as she pulls away. Acting extra nice to keep the peace. Making her the emotional center of your life. Every one of these comes from fear. Fear of losing her. Fear of being alone. Fear of not being enough. But here's the twist. The more you fear losing someone, the more likely you are to lose them. Women don't want a man who tries to keep them at any cost. They want a man who stays true to himself no matter who stays or goes. That's the quiet strength that makes you rare. 6. The shift that changes everything. Here's the core truth. Women pull away when you stop being the man you were at the start. When the easy, centered version of you gets replaced by a tense, uncertain version who needs reassurance. Your job isn't to chase her back. Your job is to return to yourself. When you regain your grounding, your presence gets calm, your energy gets lighter, your mind gets clear, your confidence feels real, not performed. Your conversations flow again. You become attractive without trying. And here's the crazy part. Women feel this shift immediately, just like they felt the insecure shift. Your internal state is louder than any words you say. 7. Practical habits to stay grounded. Let's bring this home with a few habits you can start today. 1. 5 minutes of quiet every morning. Just breathe. Sit. Let your mind settle. You'll be surprised how much clarity you build from something this small. 2. Move your body daily. Lifting, walking, stretching, doesn't matter. Physical control builds emotional control. Third, stop chasing clarity. If she's distant, let things breathe. Let her show you her level of interest. Uncertainty reveals truth. Truth keeps you from wasting your life. 4. Keep your standards real. Don't allow inconsistent behavior. Not from her, not from yourself. Not with anger, with calm boundaries. 5. Build a life you actually enjoy. Not for her. Not to flex. For yourself. When your life feeds your confidence, women feel that you're not dependent on them for emotional oxygen. That's when you become magnetic. Here's the essence. When losing someone doesn't scare you, you become the kind of man women don't walk away from. Not because you're detached, not because you're cold, but because your respect for yourself is bigger than your fear of loss. A man who stands strong in himself is rare. A man who stays calm under pressure is rare. A man who doesn't crumble when someone pulls back is rare. And rare is attractive. If this helped you see things clearer, stick around. This channel is all about helping men build real calm, real clarity, and real self-respect without the noise, without the games, without the nonsense. Drop a comment and tell me which part hit you hardest. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you're here for the next one. Stay centered, stay steady, stay yourself. You'll be surprised how far that takes you.